Last question is, this graph shows the number of miles a helicopter is from its destination after X hours on its first flight. So notice what we're looking at. We're looking at the number of miles a helicopter is from its destination. So there's a place it starts, and then it leaves that place. And the f of x is the distance in miles that it went. And this is the hours it took to go those distances. So in 3 hours, it has gone 300 miles. That makes sense. On its second flight, the helicopter travels 50 miles farther, so it's going more distance. It's going to 350, right? But increases its speed by 25 miles per hour. The function, notice now it's not giving it to us in a graph. It's giving it to us in an equation. Now, we can turn that equation into a graph or a line, but right now it's just the equation. It's in function notation. It says the function f of x equals 350. Well, we know the distance is 350 because it traveled 50 miles more distance, minus 125. We're minusing 125 because that's the speed it's traveling. It's going 25 times the amount of hours that it's done that. And that will represent the second flight, where f of x is the miles, the number of miles the helicopter has flown from its destination after x hours. Which flight would take less time, the equation or the graph? In order to find out, we would just do the same thing we did a second ago. We'd make our chart. You'd put x in one, f of x in the other. And then you choose values. I'm going to start with these values 0. We already know 0, but we'll start 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. We probably should do 3 as well, since this one went to 3 hours. Okay, let's find out. So if we were to substitute a 0 for the x, just rewrite the equation. It would be the function of x, I could even have put a 0 there, would equal 350 minus 125 times 0. So the function of 0 equals 350 minus 125 times 0 is nothing. So the function of 0 would be 350. So if there was 0 hours, you would still be 350 miles away. That makes sense. What if it was a 1 there? Well, we would just write the equation. F of 1, the function of 1 would be 350 minus 125 times 1. A popular guy. So what would we get here? The function of 1 equals 350 minus 125. So the function of 1 equals, what would that be? 200 and 225, is that right? I might have to actually subtract this myself and make sure I'm doing the math right. No, that's right. Okay, so the function 1 would be 225. We input a 1, we output a 225. Now we could try the same thing with the 2. It's a linear line though, so we're going to have a constant rate of change. So if we went down 125, then we go down another 125, right? And so it would be 100. And then if we were to continue on that, well, really 3, it wouldn't make it to 3, because then we'd be getting into negative numbers. Well, that doesn't make sense at all. I mean, I guess we would say a negative 25 is what we could write. But that's kind of weird, right? And so it looks like we were able to find an answer here.